Hey guys, Vick here, back with another review. Today we are looking at this. This is the Cobra sub-tank from AsVape, AsVape. Awesome Vape is their full name. AsVape Cobra sub-ohm tank. What is it? It's a sub-ohm tank, their first sub-ohm tank. It features NI80 coil heads, 0.5, designed to go from 30 to 45 watts, and you get 2 of those in the box. It's available in black and stainless steel, and it has a 3.7 mil capacity. Vapes like this. That is at a meager 33.3 volts. Watts. And yeah, that is how it does that. Let's go down those so you can have a quick look. It's an interesting design, there's a few quirks. I'll give you a breakdown of the coil head as well, because it's quite unusual for the main coil of a sub-ohm tank to be NI80. It's quite an interesting one, so I'll show you what the coil head looks like broken apart. Then we'll come back up top, and then I'll give you my pros and cons for this brand new sub-tank. See you in a sec. Alright guys, here we are with the AsVape Cobra. Sub-ohm tank, cool packaging, authenticity, all that stuff. It opens by just getting hold of this. Look at this plastic box, pretty cool actually. You get your spare O-rings, you get a manual. This manual's cool. Like literally in one little card it tells you everything you need to know about using it. That's pretty good. The coils come in this really cool bullet sort of packaging, and the whole sort of tank has like a bullet feel to it as well. Comes with a spare glass tank, which is nice, and it comes with an extra 0.5 nichrome coil head. And there you go, there's the thing with its sort of bulletness, a little bit of bulletness about it. This is the coil head. Now I've taken it apart here and you can see what is going on. So it's got Japanese organic cotton wrapped around it, and yeah, it's 2 strands of nichrome there. It looks like resistance, the non-resistance wire on that bit as well, because this hasn't ever been fired, I don't think, unless they do a check on each bit. Yeah, maybe they do a check on each bit. Oh no, yeah, you can see the way it has been put together. Yeah, you've got your non-resistance there, then you've got your nichrome 80, the darker bit, and yeah, that's how the coil head works. So interesting design, nicely put together, and it's good that it's got the organic Japanese cotton. That can go in the bin now. Okay, so this is the tank. Normal drip tip, so you can put your own drip tips on there should you wish. This one's quite strange, it's quite fat, but yet the actual hole is quite small, but it does sort of work with the design of it. We've got our top fill here. This is a metal threaded top fill section, so it comes on and off really smooth, really easy, unlike a lot of those sort of plasticky rubber top caps. Look how easy that's going on and off to top fill, which is great, really good. The whole thing is very well put together, very well made. You've got your glass tank section here, and then you've got your airflow, same on both sides, fully open like that, you can see right through, closing it down like that. You've got your 510 pin. It's not very protruding. I wouldn't recommend this on hybrids and stuff like that. Do be careful, but fine, absolutely fine on a regulated mod, no danger. And then yeah, you've got your serial number. I've got serial number 28 apparently of this one, and that's the Cobra there underneath written on there, and all that good stuff. If we take the bottom off, it becomes a very traditional coil head at this point. Very traditional sub-tank at this point. You literally just unscrew that to get it going. And don't forget, if you've got one of these and you haven't had a go on it yet, do prime your wick. Chuck some juice down there before you get going, just to make sure it'll all go well. But you just unscrew that coil head if you want to swap it out for another one in the true traditional sub-ohm tank style. There we go. That is the Cobra from AsVape up close. Let's go back up top. Okay guys, that was the Cobra up close and personal. Remember, available in black and stainless steel. AsVape, AsVape or Awesome Vape is their full company name. Those are the guys that did the AIM-9 RDA, if you remember that. They've also got a very nice looking mod called the Strider, that I believe is pretty good as well. So they're a brand new emerging Chinese company, and maybe the AIM-9 didn't quite speak to you, maybe this doesn't quite tick the boxes for you, but like I used to say about Tesla, I think they are a company to keep one eye on, because everything they've done has been to a certain standard so far, and this is no exception. It's really well put together. It's no actual problem with the way this is made or the way this looks or behaves or performs. It's very, very well put together. It's very high quality in my opinion, for what it is, and those are the things to watch for in a new company really. Quality control, build quality, because it's going to take them a little while to get their head around designing something that takes the market by storm and something that's bleeding edge that everyone jumps on top of. But you know, if they're making things well, at least when they do come up with the right idea, it's going to be a success. So, you know, like I used to say with Tesla, I think they will get there, these guys, and I think they will have something that everybody wants at some point. So, the Cobra, what do we think? What are the pros and cons of this tank? For me, the negatives are it's another sub-tank. It's another sub-tank in a very competitive marketplace. Sub-tanks left, right and centre. For me, its weaknesses compared to other sub-tanks are that there aren't a wide variety of coils available for this. They do this 0.5 nichrome 30 to 45 watt coil, and that's it. That's it from what I've seen. I think they're planning an RBA head for this, but again, that's not currently available, so they don't have the options of other sub-tanks. They don't have those options. Another thing that I would level at this is it's not TPD compliant or TRPR compliant, so technically, you know, UK vape shops, are they going to be getting this in? They're not, because it's not compliant. It's not registered, it's not 2 mil capacity, there's no warnings on the boxes, etc. So, and this is something I'm going to have to start mentioning in reviews. So I'm a UK reviewer, I'm going to have to start mentioning it. It's not TPD compliant, and I'm going to have to start mentioning that with all things coming in. That's a negative. So I don't know how easy this is going to be to get in the UK, and even when you get it, how widely are AsVape, how widely are they out there right now? Are the coil heads going to be easy to get hold of even once you've got the tank? That's a worry as well. That's a concern. The positives of this are in the way it performs. The top fill is very neat, very slick. You can put your own drip tip in. It's really well made, really well put together. The flavour's quite nice. The way it vapes is quite nice. I think the NI80, that's a nice touch using that. It's different for the main coil of a sub-tank to be nichrome 80. I think that's a nice touch, and it does lend itself to a nice vape. I'm only at 33 watts. I've taken it up to 45 and it's been fine. I won't go too far beyond there. I do believe if you went higher in power, these wick holes that I showed you below would start to struggle in my opinion. But all the way up to 30 to 45, it's been fine. Really nice clouds, really nice flavour. It wicks at this wattage absolutely fine. No gargling, no flooding, no leaking, no dry hits. Its performance is excellent, really well put together. The way they've done the design, they've got a lot of capacity in a very short tank, which I think is really good as well. For example, I've got this AsRof RTA to show you at some point. The capacity of these two things is very similar actually, even though look at the difference in height. You know, I know that's not comparing apples with apples. The capacity of the Scion is about the same, and look at the difference in size. So they've managed to fit a lot of capacity into quite a small tank, but again, possibly comes from the fact that it is actually a low wattage thing. But I think it's good. I think it's actually a really nice clearomizer. How popular it's going to be over here, it's not TPD compliant, so I don't think it's going to be popular at all. But I can tell you it vapes quite nice. So here was a chance to have a look. If you're in America, maybe you'll find these around. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.